I used to use those back when I was. But the thing is, like consulting is the word. Consulting, like,
Sure.
do you do a lot of consulting? I guess you just answered that it was maybe 10 to 15% of your work is like maybe consulting with bands because
Yeah.
I feel like bands that really do want to do better and take it up the next level, but they just don't have. Let's face it. I mean, a lot of medium-sized bands don't necessarily have the budgets to be able to afford everything because
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
mixing alone can add up, and we're talking about producing now. So
Yeah, and you have to talk
yes,
them. You have to be able to talk them into that too. It's like, yeah, I know it's definitely a hardship for a band, but at the same time, it's like they have to be willing to invest in themselves a little bit, And that's what I try to explain to them. It's never going to be easy or cheap, but at the same time, it's like if you want to take it to that next level, as far as like the next level goes, I think I'll be able to get it there for probably the most modest price of most producers because compared to LA, I'm actually pretty cheap compared to some of those guys, charging like $200 an hour, $150 an hour. But yeah, it just comes down to the artist if they're willing to invest in themselves. Because
yeah,
most of the time, I'd say most of my artists are willing to do that, and I've weeded out all the flaky people. I charge like non-refundable deposits, and I'm pretty straightforward with that, and that kind of weeds out the people that aren't serious. But yeah, I would say most of the artists I have no problem with investing themselves as long as it's not unbelievable amount of money or something. I try to work with people, and I know what it's like to be an artist. I'm a solo artist myself, and it's like I have to pay for every single thing I do. I don't have a band. When I had a band, we split it 5 ways. So trying to pay for everything yourself can be a little bit more tedious and difficult. But I also have the creative freedom to do whatever the